I noticed that a lot of people are afraid. A lot of people doubt their ability and capacity. That's not what you need to do. If really you want to grow, if really you want to liberate yourself, you want to become powerful, you want to achieve your goals, what I've noticed is that it's not about intelligence. It's not about being smart. It's about doing the work. Those things you're afraid of, those things that you doubt, it's about doing them, facing them no matter what. Never giving excuse. Do it repeatedly until you get it right. Down all the things that you're afraid of. Of course, you know you need them. And as much as possible, you doubt yourself. You feel you can't go there. Able to list down some of these things. Those are actually where your money lies. That's where your wealth lies. Don't go away from it. You need to have that risk mentality to push even when you are not ready. If you are not Nigerian, Sakpa means hardship. Has a way of correcting your head. Has a way of giving you direction. Some people, I see them posting their status. Me, I don't like stress. I know I like easy life. Easy life breed poverty. It is nothing like comfort in success. You can do it. Just like you've seen the title, you can do it. And I'm going to show you how. Guess what? Today we're going to have one of the most amazing sessions like never before. I noticed that a lot of people are afraid. A lot of people doubt their ability and capacity. And that's not what you need to do. If really you want to grow, if really you want to liberate yourself, you want to become powerful, you want to achieve your goals, you want to achieve your aim, then consider listening to this video till the end. I'm going to give you 5 powerful tips you can use to overcome that fear, those doubts in you, and lack of confidence. And of course, if you look at me today, look at the powerful confidence, look at how powerful I'm becoming, and I'm going to go places, okay, with this kind of confidence I'm building, and I'm still building more. What about you? You've been listening to me, perhaps you come on and off. Today, please do yourself the favor to listen to this video from the beginning to the end with the 5 powerful tips that I've used to lift myself from being a lecturer to a business owner. And in fact, I'm beginning to learn how to own multiple businesses. Some of you might see me here, you think I'm joking, you think I don't know what I'm saying. But look, what I've noticed is that it's not about intelligence, it's not about being smart, it's about doing the work. Those things you're afraid of, those things that you doubt, it's about doing them, facing them no matter what, never giving excuses. So how am I doing it? You might want to listen to me. Like I said, my name is A.A. Kabir, your favorite entrepreneur and business coach from Nigeria. So thank you for joining our live session today. Now, number 1, and which is the most powerful of all that has helped me, okay, is actually trying to list down all the things that you are afraid of. There are 2 conditions to writing down this list. Get a pen and a paper. I actually did this exercise some years back, okay, and it is one of the stepping stones that I can ever remember. Get your pen and your paper just as you are listening to me right now. If you can do that, it's actually better for you. I've always told you in my sessions that action takers are actually the winners. They are the one ruling the world. It's not about intelligence. I've always said this. First class students are not always business owners. They are always working for others. With due respect to you if you are a first class owner, if you are a first class student, but I'm telling you that it's not all about intelligence. It's all about doing it, whether you are intelligent or not. Do it repeatedly until you get it right. So the secret number 1 is you need to write a list of all the things you are afraid of that you know you want them, but you doubt yourself if really you are capable of achieving it. Maybe I should repeat this again. It is so important. List down all the things that you are afraid of. Of course, you know you need them. And as much as possible, you doubt yourself. You feel you can't go there. You feel you can't have such amount of money in your account. $50 billion. $10 billion. Repeat after me. 10 million naira. $10 billion. All this money you can have. Just as I'm pronouncing it, I know you are happy. And just reflect a little bit. Feel like you have that money in your account. Just feel within your system how your nervous system would have changed. How happy you are feeling right inside of you. Do you know that you can actually have this money in your account? Back then, while I was a lecturer in the university, I was calling the life you are seeing now. I was attracting the life you are seeing that I'm living right now. And I had to boldly leave the lecturing world because I was calling a life that is bigger than where I was. And guess what? Just as I sit right here, I'm actually calling another life that is bigger than where I am. And that's the game. I've told you a lot of times that if only you can learn how to copy and paste the lifestyle and the principles of the successful, there is nothing that can stop you from becoming successful. So let me repeat that step 1 again. Write down things you know that you need them. Actually, you need them. There are things that you feel within your subconscious mind that you need to have in your life, but you doubt and you are afraid of going after it. Please, ladies and gentlemen, write down those things in a list and read out loud to yourself. Now guess what you're going to do next? Go after them. You see this live session I'm having here? It has threatened my life since 2020. That's after Corona lockdown. I've been struggling to see that I gained this level of confidence to come online and speak. Making ordinary videos and watching myself was a tug of war. It was tough for me. I can't do it. But look at me today. I'm becoming powerful every day. How did I do it? I need to write it down, read it to myself, and then pursue it. Go after it. I started coming online even when I'm not sure of what I'm going to say. Do you understand? While I wanted to quit my job, it was that tough. I write it down. I'm afraid of it, but I know I need to leave my job. By the way, if you are always operating within the capacity of earned income, please understand that you can never ever be wealthy. This is not to say that you should not work for others. It can always be a stepping stone, right? Gradually, you can move from earned income to being self-employed, to being business owner, and then finally to becoming an investor like us. Do you understand? But what I understand is that if you operate within the level of earned income, like you work and you are paid, you can never ever become rich. You can never become wealthy. You just be able to eat. If at all you are not hungry. Do you understand? I hope you are listening. If you are enjoying this session, please comment. I want people to talk to me, right? Comment, like, share, subscribe. But the truth is, if you're able to list down some of these things, those are actually where your money lies. That's where your wealth lies. Don't go away from it. Do you understand? So I left my job. I started struggling. I became a business owner. Even multiple businesses are along the pipeline, and they are coming in existence. I'm going to give back to them. They're going to be my children, and they're going to give me millions and billions of money, dollars. Yes, that's what I'm attracting. But what are you attracting? And I tell you today that this is one of the secrets that I've been using. I'm just revealing it to you free of charge. Now, the second step is risk. Step 2. If you are ready for step 2, type I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. You must what? You must take risk. Do you understand? There are a lot of things you're afraid of doing. I just told you how I left my job. I knew it that there are several jobs, by the way, that I've left in the past, because I knew it that that's not where I belong. I need to move. That's why I said write down those things that you know you want deep down, but you're afraid of taking the step. Those are actually where your riches are, and you need to start pushing yourself. Do you understand? I left in fact, I don't want to deliberate more on this, but you need to have that risk mentality to push even when you are not ready. Just take is one of the best decisions. Leaving my job has been one of the best decisions I've ever took. But at that time, it looked threatening because I don't know what I'm falling back to. But I knew deep down within me that it's a step I need to take. This is not to say that I'm advising you financially to quit your job without necessarily, because my level of tolerance when it comes to pressure, hardship might not be the same as yours. By the way, for me, I have learned the fact that trying to convert my hardship into money making, looking at opportunities within the hard time. I was having a session with a lady today, and she mentioned something that blew my mind. She was like, Sakpa, For some of you that are not Nigerian, Sakpa means hardship, has a way of correcting your head, has a way of giving you directions. Do you understand? So you may want to go through hardship so that you be refined, so that you can be better. Even food that you eat, it undergoes some kind of hardship in terms of heat. Too much heat before it becomes eatable, or is it edible? So what about you? You can't just be living a normal life like you are fine boy, you are fine girl, you are doing fine, you don't want stress. Some people, I see them posting their status. Me, I don't like stress. I know I like easy life. Easy life breed poverty. Do you understand? Hard life actually is what breed success. There's no any successful man today that is really having it easy. Anything easy is poverty. Remove yourself from it. There's nothing like comfort in success if you really want to be successful. As much as you want, depends. Your level of success or your determination, kind of your definition or the amount of success you need actually determine how hard it becomes for you. And the harder it hits on you, the harder your capacity of thinking is likely to be able to energize you, to give you the power and energy to push through. A lot of us are having it hard. Look at, in fact, dollar used to be how much? We import things from China and sell to other countries, especially in Africa, and we are going beyond. Now, the recent dollar exchange rates that has skyrocketed has changed a lot of things with our system and business. But we are not giving up. We are having it hard and we are going harder. Do you understand? It will shock you. The result we are getting, we're never going to be giving up. So we are taking risks. It's not working. We buy this product. People are not buying. People can't afford it. We still go back and buy another one. It will amaze you sometimes the kind of value or the kind of assets that we exchange in order to be able to go back to the market to correct some certain mistakes. I don't know if you are following, but most of you are not ready to make any shift. You are not ready to move. You are not ready to make mistakes, but you want to make millions and billions. You want to live a comfortable life. It doesn't work like that. There's no such thing as nothing goes for nothing. You need to have that risk mentality. Start pushing from today. Even when you are not sure, move. By the way, if you fall, stand up again. That's the best way to do it. Learn by doing. I've been online some days back from now. Some days back, like I've been here every day. Today is the 58th of our live video sessions. You can see how I'm vibing. This is the person, the same me that was afraid of taking the step, that was afraid of coming online. Can you see the energy? Do you understand? So like I said, I'm challenging you today. This is actually a challenge. Go and write it down. Don't listen to my video if you're not ready to take actions. It must change your life. Don't remain like that. Are you happy with yourself? Your family, are they happy with you? I know surely they are not, because you don't even like yourself. You are not happy with yourself. Don't expect people to understand you. Success, by the way, has so many brothers, sisters, uncles, and all of that. But if you are poor, do you know that you are an orphan? Nobody wants you. Nobody wants to close to you. Even yourself, you don't like yourself. Don't blame people for not getting close. You need to be successful, man. Get started. So that's step 2. Step 3 is you need to give it time. That's what I did. When I started struggling, I started learning about e-commerce. By the way, if you're interested in learning e-commerce, we already have a team that are teaching people how to do it. Okay? And powerful. It's amazing how we are raising some millionaires already. Okay? And you can join the team. You can message me if you are interested. By the way, I've written a book on e-commerce. Online sales, a proven path to success in e-commerce. You can go to Amazon and check. You can have a copy to yourself. It's not that expensive. And do you know, there are so many things you can actually convert to wealth. I've promised myself that I'm going to write 100 books. I've just written one this year. This is my first book. I'm going to write 100 books. Let me see how people are not going to buy it. Let me see. But I started by learning. I wasn't like this. Do you understand? Get started. Stop complaining. Stop giving excuses. What I want to tell you is that a lot of people have much bigger excuses than you are giving, but they are successful. So what about you? So start from somewhere and make sure you give yourself time. What I usually tell people is that minimally give yourself 3 years, and between 3 to 5 years. You can make 3 years be your minimum. You can make 5 years be your minimum as well. Okay, but there's no maximum. There's no stopping point. That's why people like the president of our country is not stopping. People like Elon Musk, they are not stopping. People like Dangote, they are not stopping. There's no maximum. But what I'm telling you is that you need to move from where you are. You must keep moving. Do you understand the game? You must keep moving. If you are not moving, you are not seeing any vision. You didn't see the difference between you yesterday and you today. There's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with you. You must move. If you cannot walk, if you cannot fly, walk, right? If you cannot walk, crawl. In fact, even when you are lying down and you cannot crawl, in your mind, be moving. Your mind is one of the powerful things you can ever leverage on. Feel like you are moving. Do you understand? So give yourself time and don't underestimate the little success you have, the little moves you have. Celebrate it. Just like you see me always, I tell myself that, wow, today is day 58. Do you know that I've spent, if you want to calculate how many minutes I've spent online teaching now, it's going to take like, I've spent days without stopping. I don't know if you understand it. So the little wins you have, don't underestimate where you are starting from. For a lot of graduates, the problem they have, or for so many people, they feel like they cannot start little. They cannot start small from where they are. I'm coming to that point because I found out that there are two basic things that I've relied on so much that has helped me. Apart from these two powerful points, that's three now, right? We'll talk about listing out the things that you're afraid of, going after them, also the level of risk that you are ready to take. Also, give it time, between 3 to 5 years minimally. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Once you know that this is what I need to do, just keep doing it. Whether you are getting results or not, I have uploaded as of today, as I'm talking to you, up to over 60 videos on YouTube, but with just 23 subscribers. And guess what? I am so determined that people will come for me. People will be looking for my channel, like they need value, they need me to talk to them. And that time I will sit like this. I'll be like, wow, I'm busy. And somebody will say, please, can I pay you $5,000 for just 1 hour, please? Because I am now value. People now want to get me by all means. You can do the same. It just take time. Give yourself time. Do that thing repeatedly until you become a master. Even when people don't like you, they have to come to you because you are success. Nobody dislikes success. If you do, you will still be, you are a hypocrite. You will still be liking it. You are just being jealous, right? And that's a disease. Everybody will come. Like I said, success have brothers, sisters, uncles, but failure is an orphan. Do you understand? That's why when you fail, people don't want to come close. Now the next point is, I want to teach you two basic things. Number one are my life rules. My basic life rules. I respect these rules so well, and I want to employ you to do the same. Number one of them is, start from where you are with whatsoever that is available to you. Start from where you are with whatsoever tools, whatsoever resources, whatsoever, in fact, your brain is enough resources to get started with. There's so much you can do with that brain that you are not using. The second basic rule is you need to never ever complain no matter what happens. Don't you ever complain. I see a lot of people, the way you complain about the government, the way you complain about your relatives, the way you complain about your uncles, the way you complain about your friends, they are not helping you, the way you complain about everything. Please stop it. Get started by doing something. If you cannot help yourself, why do you complain that others cannot help you? Why don't you complain about yourself? Blame yourself. Do you understand? Now the third basic rule is never stop until you win. I am going to be a winner. I am going to be a winner. I tell myself this every day. I repeat it to myself and I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the vibe. And guess what? He's attracting my child. He see me every day doing some of these things, and it's so amazing. Some of you can go and check his channel if you like to. Okay, he will inspire you. A child of 7 years, you already have his YouTube channel, you already have his Facebook handle at Asinos Kids. At Asinos Kids, that's his handle. Go and check. A little boy. By the way, once you start, why I'm bringing this in is that you attract good things to yourself. Once you become good, you attract good things. A lot of things go out of your life because you can't attract them, and a lot of bad luck comes to you because you attract them by the things you do every day. You are actually forming your destiny. You are in charge of what you are doing. Today we are hot, like seriously, because something happened today. I don't want to say the reason, but it inspired me to make this video, and I hope that a lot of people will learn from it, and it will energize you to go and start something. Don't complain. Do you understand? Now, the building blocks of success that I always respect. Obviously, I got this idea from Brian Tracy. That's why I always emphasize the fact that you need to keep learning. Brian Tracy said, I think he gave about 3, but on my own, I was able to add up some. There are 5. I've made it up to 5 now. Building blocks of success. If you want to build success, you must have these building blocks that you're going to use as a means of growing. Number 1 on the list is self-learning. You see this thing, going to school, sitting down, let people teach you, guide you, give you assignments, and you do all of that is good. But I call it starting point. That knowledge they are teaching you in school, or somebody is impacting in you, it has a limitation and it cannot take you far. The best of knowledge is when you are ready and you are involved, you are in charge yourself. You are pushing yourself to do it, learning it, trying to see how you can navigate, how you can make something out of nothing. Thinking deeply, right? Like you are literally involving yourself, paying attention to things, learning why they are the way they are, putting your initiative, bringing your creativity and innovation. I don't know how to put it. Your mind is at work. That way you can explore like never before. And this is the best way you can have what we call like ability to deliver, ability to develop your talent, your gift from God. I believe everybody has a gift. And once you start discovering that gift, develop it into something, then be able to deploy it in form of value and problem solving. People throw money at it. People reward you for helping them. I don't know if you get. So you must do self-learning. Do you understand? Then the next thing, and also learn a lot of this next step in terms of building blocks from Brian Tracy. Is it Brian Tracy? Yes, it's him. Do you understand? And I think, okay, Napoleon Hill, self-discipline. A lot of you can never ever be able to stand for yourself, do things for yourself, help yourself because you are not self-disciplined. Even when you are working for others, they have to keep promoting you to do what you are supposed to do, what you have signed to do, what they are playing. What they have paid you to do, they have placed you on their payroll to do, but they still have to remind you every day to do it. These are some of the reasons why you are not successful. You are not disciplined enough. You don't even know what you want. Even when you know you can't stand up and do it, you are lazy. Self-discipline. Self-discipline, a lot of us that work from home, we can understand better. We can relate what I mean by self-discipline. Your ability to stand up when you need to stand up from bed, when nobody is watching you. This goes a long way in changing your life. Your ability to work beyond where you are supposed to work, even when nobody will pay you for it, even when you expect nothing. Some of us work for free. For over 3 to 4 years now that I've been in business, I'm still working for free. I never pay myself. I just want to make sure the business is paying itself, it's paying the staffs, and everything is okay. I just hope the network is not interrupting. I'm seeing some kind of... Anyway, let's continue so that we can wrap up, right? So the next thing is what? Self-control. This is closer to self-discipline. I'm not just comfortable with the way this network is behaving. Anyway, let me just continue. I believe you can hear me, and I hope that the network gets better with time. So self-control is closer to self-discipline. You must control yourself, control your anger, know what you want, stay within the limits, right? The limit here doesn't mean that you should stop where you are supposed to move, but like, don't overstay your boundary. Build a boundary where you have people stay where they are supposed to stay, and yourself first, right? Start from yourself. If you want people to respect you, respect yourself. If you want to set boundary for people, set boundary for yourself. Start from yourself. Control your life, control your income, control your emotions. If you can hear me, please type I can hear you, I can hear you. Network is so slow. Yeah, I can see some people liking, thank you for the love, thank you for the massive love. I don't know if the network is good, but let me just try to wrap it up. Self-control is the third one. You must have self-control. Then the fourth one is self-determined. You must be self-determined. You understand? You have to be self-determined. Be ready to do it even when you are not ready.